Boys and girls, boys and girls. How are you this morning? Good Lord, I'm really late. I just said yesterday that we were going to tighten up this lateness thing. That is true. I did say that. But I also said yesterday, if you wanted to show yesterday, that I was going to make sure the evening practices are perpetually on time, 7 or better, no later than maybe 5 minutes. I didn't say that. I'm thinking about that now, but no later than 5 minutes. But I said that the morning, the morning, the morning. I did a lot of that with the morning stuff, and I didn't commit. So of course I wake up, my alarm goes off. It's 7 a.m. I'm like, holy moly! How much time do I have to make a cup of coffee? Brush my teeth. Didn't even get the water in my face. Um, get a quick news update of what happened last night on the like 7 a.m., which led me to going, God freaking these people, and then looking up again and go, holy moly. And then I had to run over here. So, come on. So is this thing still empty? This thing is mostly empty. It's got ice in it though. I'll deal with that tomorrow. Yeah. Woo, wee. My eyes are teary and tearing because I just miss you guys so much. I promised myself I wasn't going to cry. I think I'm okay. Okay, I'm back. Woo. That was emotional. Well, okay. Remember, should I cut more lights on? I don't know. I'm all over the place. It is going to be a stupid hot day today, and I'm wearing a black T-shirt, a tank top. I may have to adjust. I noticed that as an ex, I always talk about where I used to grow. I have a lot of black stuff in my wardrobe still that I don't wear because here in Virginia, yeah, it's always warm. And walking out, I saw a guy a couple of days ago. I saw two things that I thought were just ridiculous on two different spectrums of my. That's ridiculous. I saw a guy with first of all, he was really gaunt. He was tall and gaunt, but he had like a black hoodie on, an oversized big black hoodie. When I say oversized, it looked like it was the Rock's hoodie, and he gave it to him. So it was like long in the sleeves. It was just long off the body, like the shoulder line, which should be about right here, I guess, right? Well, like way down here. So he had like this much shoulder room on him. He had his hands in his pockets. He the bottom of the hoodie. Was it a zip up? I think it was a zip up hoodie. It might have been a pullover. The bottom of the hoodie was here. Yeah, about maybe here. Because then I noticed that his pants were sagging, but they weren't really sagging. They were just big. And his pockets, the pants pocket was like right here. But it didn't look like his pants were sagging. It looked like he had them up. And then the legs were all bunched up at the bottom. So I'm like, it looks like this tall guy is wearing this. He looks to be about what? Maybe 5'11", 6 foot, right? It looked like he was wearing the clothes of somebody who's like 7'4". And I was like, why and it was in all black. And it was 90 degrees. I was like, what? I was like, all right. But I get it. I grew up in New York. We used to wear Timberlands all year round. It'd be 90 degrees and you would not catch me without 2 pair of socks and my Timmys. Right? Timmys semi-loose. Right? I tied mine weird, so if I kept tagging them. If I needed to pull them, I could pull them and they get tight. This is what science gets you. And they get tight. But I've had fights with dudes who had loose back in the days, man. Cats would wear no shoelaces and talk shit. And the first few things, you'd be out of your shoes. Right? So now, no, I mean, that was a good thing on video. No one wears shoeless sneakers now anymore. Right? And I still wear them loose because that's the way I've taught them to wear them. I still sag my pants. These are fairly saggy, but these are original saggy. Original saggy is this. Modern day saggy is like this. Like, I've seen guys, they sag I gotta undo my pants to sag. And their stuff is way down here. But don't want to show the butt crack, right? It's way down here. And I'm like, how can you, excuse me, how can you run around like this? Or how can you do anything like that, right? If you run, your pants fall down around your knees, they're the easiest people to catch when you're chasing them. I'm always talking about chasing. But I think, I was taught this phrase, fit to fight, right? It doesn't always mean fighting. It just means it's like being woke. Like your mental alertness to what's going on around you means you're fit to fight. Uh, a stupid wild example of what I'm talking about. Um, let's say I'll give you an example of my own life, right? I would be in places and look around and go, this shit is about to go bad, right? Like you see a bunch of dudes walking, like looking around like they're looking for somebody. Not like, hey, like, what, you're like, yep, this shit's about to go bad. You grab your woman, something's going down. And I look, I just give people, this is the roots of dating me, right? And some of them are like, yo, if I go, we need to go. You're not saying goodbye to anybody. This is us leaving now, right? This means that there's a problem here now. And yeah, like I'm like, who are these dudes? And it would only be me. Like you could look around and see other guys like in their conversation, look at them and go, what is going on here? So they might not know what that is, but they realize that there's something new and possibly dangerous in their environment. Versus the people who are just kind of like, doo 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 doo, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, con men, especially these serial killer dudes, are mostly con men, right? They con these victims, these women, into these vans and then never to be seen again, meet them at bars and then are never seen again. It's this charm of like, so these guys aren't even working at that charm. They're just coming in sinister, like, and you have to be on the same wavelength they're on, just on the other spectrum. So they come in with this vibe, and your radar goes, there's a vibe up in here, even if you don't see it, but nobody clairvoyant. You generally see them, right? They ain't looking for me, and I know this whole place is going to be torn upside down. No, thank you. Especially with a woman. Ooh, I've been in fights with girlfriends. Have to, it's not. And people who get in fights with their girlfriends. I mean, first of all, it's one thing to defend yourself. There's a lot of these loose dudes out there. It's one thing to defend yourself, but it's another thing to actively seek like a fight. Those guys are generally bullies. They're generally bigger than the dudes they're talking about, right? They generally have some fix on them, like a secret, whether that's a handgun or a fucking knife or a dude across the room, right? Or like a martial arts trophy. I can tell a martial arts story. You want to hear that one real quick before we start? All right, not my story. I think it's a great story. I've told it 1,000 times if I told it once. Not my story. Was in a bar a million years ago. Excuse me. See, you only need like 10 minutes of toothpaste to kind of dissipate before you can have coffee. In a bar with this dude. I forget where he said he was from, another transplant dude. He was a mad cool dude though. He was fun. And we, I'm fairly like I'm fairly gregarious, right? I tell a lot of interesting stories. What's the name of the people who tell a lot of stories? I forget their names, but they're, it'll come to me when I'm thinking about it. But anyway, we're in this bar, we're just talking smoke and playing pool and da da da. And I told him this story. He was like, oh man, because everybody in the place knew that I was a policeman. Everybody, everybody would want some stories, or if they tell some stories, or this happened to my friend. He told us this story in one of these clusters, right? He told me, I don't know if he told me a whole bunch of people. I think he told me. Him, he's from another place. Not him, a dude that went to his school, I think, who was on like the wrestling team, who was kind of like a cool dude. Like he hung out with the rest of the wrestlers. Some of the wrestlers were meatheads. So one night, he's not there, but the dude on the wrestling team is with 4 dudes, right? And they're in the car, they're having fun, they're young and right. It was. I want to say they were sophomores in college, something like that. Like they had a year or two in. They had like college jackets with like wrestling or sweaters on or whatever. And they're in the car on a Friday night. They're talking smack. They're drinking, and a car pulls up next to them with this guy and this girl in it. And the girl is like, and the guy's like, rah, 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 rah. They're like, look at this guy yelling at that girl, right? Wisconsin, someplace. Look, this guy yelling at this girl. They take off. They pull up next to the light. The driver's like, yo, you screaming at your baby. You can get in this car with us. Blah, blah, blah. Don't scream. Not baby, but I mean, these are white guys. You know, however, whatever they said, I don't know. We're filling in some of the dialogue. Maybe he said, hey, man, don't yell at that girl. That's wrong. Or maybe he was like, yo, baby, get with a real hero. Either way, right? The guy was like, blah, blah, blah. And the rest were like, what? Get out here, we'll kick you out. The dude got out the car. The dude, like these are fairly wrestlers, and there's four of them. This dude was not imposing from what he didn't sound. He didn't say the guy was short or anything. He just said the guy was not imposing. The guy was like average height, average weight. That dude broke those dudes into little pieces and fast. And the dude, his friend was like, yo, man, he's like, yo, man, I don't want none of this. And that dude, I think he did something to him and like punched him in the face or broke his nose or broke his jaw or some wild just kind of like stupid. Like, turns out the dude was like this martial arts knucklehead. And they grabbed him when the cops got him. The cops only charged him with the last guy because they viewed the first three as aggressors, him defending himself. And the last dude was like, oh. He was like, hey, that guy was like, we want no part of this, and you hit him. And that's what he went to for. I want to say he went to jail for 2 years for that, right? Probation, all this, Wisconsin, whatever. And these were college kids. This guy, I don't think was a college person, but these were college kids. So, I mean, he ended 3 of their wrestling careers and broke one of their like faces with a punch. So whatever he did to these dudes, he was adept at doing it. And these are these guys, right? They get a little like, sauce in them. So, I'm one of these guys who are like, if I can't beat you, I fully believe in fucking shooting you because I'm not 6'4", and I've met a lot of bullies who were just big, and you have to correct them. And I've had to do so myself a couple of times, correct somebody before this shit went off the rails. I mean, it's too late to fucking call me on it. But yeah, I carried a gun for a living. What are you doing? I'm not going to fucking keep it in my pocket when you're fucking talking nonsense to me. I had another dude who was a Panamanian. He was black, like me. He was in the elevator off duty, and 2 Puerto Rican guys were talking in Spanish about robbing him. And he pulled his gun out and said, I will end you in this Spanish. I will end you in this elevator. Get out. And he put him out of the elevator. But it's that kind of shit. It's that, you have to, that right there is having like a skill set that somebody didn't expect. He didn't look Puerto Rican. Blacks don't speak Spanish. Oh, look at this fucking guy who we see in this elevator. We can take this guy. What is he, And he was like, not even going to humor you. Not even going to humor it. And we all have stories, right? I could tell you stories about me being sent on my merry way, and I could have gotten ass kicking, right? But those were, I grew out of that. Those were long ago days of, I want to say high school, right? But when after the crack epidemic, everybody got super ridiculous. All these dudes would watch Scarface like it was a documentary, and they wanted to be like the bad dude. I don't know, man. It is what it is. But that story stuck with me. I was like, see, you never know who you're, even if you're trying to do the right thing in your smug fucking way, you never know who you're dealing with. So yeah, I'm pro-gun because I'm too old to fucking wrestle with you. And I'm uninterested in being beaten up by you, put in the hospital, right? And then have you run off and tell war stories about how you had to do X, Y, or Z. I mean, there's just too much empty violence in the place. Excuse me. So, should we cut on some lights? Open some shades? Should we cut that light on? We got a lot of nice natural light hitting me. I'm hoping that I'm glowing. I'm beautiful in the morning. Oh, Dougie Doug, I found that sock you were chewing on. So, good Lord. I wonder if I should turn the air conditioning on higher. Man, I appreciate your patience. Lord, sweet Jeebus. All right, we're gonna close this. We're not smoking We're just sipping coffee. We don't need to open any windows. That was an excellent war story. After I got off with you guys yesterday, I played a little of my electric um, in an attempt to play. Dang it, play both more. Oh, we're also trying to slow our cursing down, so you will hear a lot of gosh darn it, dang it's, consarnets, and all these other ancient old timey curse words. But you will hear a fair amount of god damn it and motherfucker too. So, but the point is to curb it. It's a game of discipline, right? I may fail, but if discipline was a stairway to heaven, I'm trying, to get halfway there, essentially. And we're only in, let's say every day is a step. We're only in, what day are we in? We're only in step 11. Day, yo. So as I was playing this yesterday, I realized as I was trying to stroke, should I turn I'm going to have to lower this. All right. Too far. All right. We're not going over. Gosh darn, that's what happens when you use your non-dominant hand. We want to go here, keep the clock in there, keep the clock in there. That is good. We don't want to go, there's the metronome. Hello, Sean. There you go. Whew. We're counting that as a win. All right. That's a win. Can you see me? And my head is in the Chiron, isn't it? It is in the Chiron. And I'm a little too close to this. I had to move over here like I always do. Yep, which means I have to reset the camera. Righty then. Too bad, because that is really good where that is. Come on. All right. What are we doing? We're going up. Oh, good Lord, Sean. All right. So my head is not actually that Chiron thing. I should take it off, but I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. All right. So we're supposed to do this till 8:00. Anyway, what was I telling you? It's gonna be hot as balls today. We may do this about 8:05. Let's try and get a good half hour in. It's not the weekend, so we can't do like 2 hours. But I've noticed when I was strumming, I keep hitting the toggle, right? So right, so I'd go right, put it back, mess with the knob. So there's a lot of I don't know. There's a lot of let's close this down. But it's so much easier to maneuver fingers on an electric. Your fingers. So we said we were going to learn. We said, turn this down. We said we were going to learn a blues riff, and I've been looking up blues riff. I'm trying to find that real famous one, that super. This is it. See what everyone does who does the C, just hits the right strings. They don't need to mute this with their finger. So this is the route we're going to try and take. C, G, D, back to C, no muting. Did I hit that? Yeah. And E up here, E major, and here is E minor. So let's do this. C major. You can hear the slight difference in it. So what are we doing? Hey, Giggles. Thanks, man. I'm trying. We're teaching ourselves. So we are going to introduce a new thing we're going to do. We're going to try and do. Should we see? Because when we play, well, I find when I play the acoustic, my fingers hurt, and then when I want to put that down, if I pick this up, I can still play. Right? It's sort of like doing if you work out doing burns. So after you, let's say, do curls of 75 pounds, you mean studs, you. Power chords, bro. You're the second person to tell me power chords in a week. Yeah, I have to learn power chords, but literally we are so new. Electric is easier. Yeah. Electric is easier. Yeah. So maybe what I'll do is when my fingers sort of begin to sort of get all thumbs, like just really like yesterday when we were doing it and I was doing these pinky exercises and it began to do this. And I just couldn't get my finger anywhere near where I needed to be. And I was like, all right, let's just put this down. E1 next to 3. I don't know what that means. We're still also teaching ourselves. We're teaching ourselves everything about the guitar. So I think you might be giving me a little more credit about knowing strum only low E. Low, okay. E1 next to 3. Okay. Low E. Low E open. 2, 3 on the E string you're talking about? That can't be right. But but yeah, when I was doing these pinky thick string. Oh, you know what? We had this conversation too. I'm glad you brought that up. Right. So I look down and I go, the high E, which is not the high E, it's a top E, right? I just my verbiage of it trips me up. So my low E or my high E is my bottom E string. My top E, which is not my top E, low string next to 3 fret. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry, man. Let's have some more coffee. I'm sort of confused. I mean, it's a power chord, right? And the power chord is, what's the name of the power chord? E1 next to 3 is what's throwing me. Strum only E, right? High E. E major. Okay. E major. Right. This is my E major. Tight. High E string, you said hit. And then 2, 3. Top string open. So am I hitting just those 3 strings? I'll show you what I got here. So this is my E, right? Yep, this is my E. I'm hitting the top string, like you said, and then I'm strumming them separately. See, this is why I want to learn the guitar, because guitar people are so, like, they offer you advice. I want to be part of that community. And look, man, I promise, I raise my hand and with my Boy Scout fingers to God that once I do this, I'm going to pass it down just like you're doing this cool thing for me. second and third string fret. Yes, right. So we got boom. This is my E major. G, D, not E, C, and E major. E major. So all my power chords are open. Do I have this right? A is fifth. All right, so my A string and my fifth right here, which is my G. So on my A string, I'm hitting on my A string, fifth on E. Oh, sorry. So ooh. So yeah, so we're gonna strengthen. Oh, hold on. Then seventh on net 2. A is the fifth on E string, right? So this is my E, E, F. This is G. This is A, E, A. All right. Next 3. Go back down. Are you talking sliding? Oh, that is awesome. I wonder if I can do it in my pen. Oh, that is very cool. Hello, Heavenly Dew. Good morning. Jeffrey Giggles, I'm a subscribe to you. You are super helpful. Thank you, man. I really appreciate you this morning. Where is it? Subscribe to user. There you go. Wow, that was awesome. I'm gonna like all of these. So I think I got it. Do fifth on E, seventh on A, and seventh on D. Fifth on E, 7 on A. Hold it. And then D. Is that right? No. This is D, not G. I'm gonna hold these with both fingers, can't I? Yeah, guess I can't. Hold on. That's a little too. All right, long we get these two to work. Oh, that looks ridiculous. Get in there. Come on, you can do it. You're leaning on something. That's the pinky. Don't lean on anything. All right. What? You would just cooperate. All right. Let's turn this down. I should move this up. Oh man. 1, 3, 3. It moves. What is the name of this? 5th E, 7th A, 7th D. Oh, I also want to say everyone else who's in the chat, remember, the first few weeks we did a lot of work trying to remember the fretboard. It's coming in handy now, thanks to Jeffrey, right? So we know where our the fifth, we know that the fifth fret, G, A, right? Yeah, A. So A, A, flat, B, C, right? So this is B. This is my A string. Oh, I forgot my A, flat, B, C, 4, D, flat, E. All right. This is a D. Oh, wait a minute. Finger placement, right? So this would be my root. I always, it's not a root. I've started calling my pinky my root finger, which is not right. What is going on over here? What's going on over here? Oh, okay. That was weird. What was that? I'm sorry. Give me a second. I just want to make sure. I'm broadcasting. Okay, I am broadcasting here. Am I here? It says I'm on. It says I is. I wonder is I is. All right. So I guess that was an anomaly. Oh, here it comes again. It says I'm not. But I'm getting messages. Hold on. What is going on here? Your internet connection is unstable. Right. Okay. It says that a lot. Now it says I'm good. I hope I'm still here. It's a shape 133. 133, which is good. And this is power chords are, I gotta look up the definition of a power chord. Give me just a moment. We do the power chords are, you know what, why don't we charge the phone? Oh, let's cut this off. I can hear the feedback through the computer. Perfect. All right, so power chord. Just to make sure we are learning power chords. Are they all open chords? Power chords. No, I don't need electrical chords. Put an H in there. All right, a power chord is a two-note chord with no major or minor quality to it. This is because power chords are just made up of root and fifth of the chord. All right. So I'm learning that chords are three, right? Three notes make up a chord. So a power chord is two notes making up a chord. Okay, that's why they're powerful, right? They do the same with one less. All right, that makes sense to me. Just go up 2 frets and over 1 string. Put your third finger down on the string. Here is the fifth. That's weirdly explained, but G power chord. Are they all 1-3-3s? Is that the magic of power chords? Why wouldn't they say that? What are power chords used for? Guitars use power chords built on lowest notes of a regular open position, a bar chord, and rock music create a low sound. Woof, that sounds complicated. What do we got going on over here? Oh, thank you. I'm sorry that I was not properly conversation. I'm sorry. Once I get something in my head, I run with it. Thanks for coming by, Heavenly Dew. Again, I want to thank you. But yeah, I'm chasing this guitar thing. Thickest 3-1-3-3 shape. Only the 3 you touch. It's not root and octave. It's root, octave, and fifth. 1-3-3, 2-4-4, 3-5-5. Is that the magic of it? 1-3-3, 2-4-4, 3-5-5. Wow. This is an excellent day for guitaring. I'm going to think about this all day at work. See, this is why I want a 7 a.m. show, just to kind of like I said, I'm new, but just yes, invite you. Absolutely. I'm broadcasting on multiple streams. So how do I invite you? Invite user. Oh yes, I've been trying the pentatonic. How do I invite someone up? I sent you an invite. Excellent. Let's cut this on and put this over here, away from the hum, and bring up Gills. Hey, let's get you in here. We can get this out of here. I don't even know how to get that. All right. I don't really know how to. All right, there you go. I think I have to hit it twice. Good Lord. I'm sorry about that. Super new to all this. Hey, man. Why don't you tell everybody your name? And we can't hear you. Is it me? Do I have you on mute? We can't hear you. Okay. I love that shirt. Absolutely.
Okay, here you go. Can you hear me now?
Perfect. Yes.
Okay,
Ladies
so
and gentlemen, Jeffrey
yes.
Giggles. Thank you for showing up, man.
Okay, man. So I'm a bass player. I'm not a guitar player, but I know just enough about guitar to be dangerous.
Right.
So what happens is there's a pentatonic scale, and
Right.
it goes all through the fretboard, and we can talk about that all day.
Right.
But basically, if you take your first finger on anywhere on the fretboard, anywhere,
right,
and you go up 2 strings and 2 frets, that's an octave, right? So if you just pluck those 2 strings, it's going to sound amazing because it's an octave, boing, 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 right? It sounds amazing. Right. And the fifth of that scale also sounds amazing, which is right above that fret string. So if you go any fret on your E string, and if you go up 2 frets and down 1 string.
I know I think the last position of the pentatonic, right? I was calling the 1/4s, right? So it's
correct. Right.
Right.
So those first three are a power chord. So it's like the 1 3 the 1 3 3. Yeah. So you can strum those 3. Strum, strum, strum. If you take 1 3 3 wherever you are on the fretboard, you can be a 5 8, 5 7 7. You can be wherever you are on that E string. If you strum those deepest 3 strings, it's going to sound amazing. That's a power chord.
So
take wherever you are, where
1 4 1 3, right? That's the first of.
No, you're on like the 4th fret. So go 4 4 6 6. The next 2 strings go 4 with your E string, 4 with your E string, 6th fret with the A string.
Oh, down 1.
Yeah, and then just strum those top 3 strings. Just strum it.
So hold these down.
Yeah.
Oh, just the top 3 strings.
Top 3. Just stay with the top 3.
Just the top 3.
Just the top 3. Well, are you on 4 6 6 or are you on 4 6 7?
4 6 6.
4 6 6. So it's top 3.
Okay, this is 3rd fret. This is my 4th fret, 5th fret.
You may not be perfectly. I don't know how you tuned your guitar, but if you move that whole thing up like 1 fret or down 1 fret, and just strum the same top 3 strings. Those are power chords. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's a power chord. Whether it's major or minor, that will always sound good.
Just the 3 of them.
Just the 3 of them.
Oh, okay. I was doing the whole.
Well, you can learn the whole chords, but like the truth is, like if you watch like Ed Sheeran when he performs, that's what he does. Is he just power chords. Somebody in the background's playing like the full big chord.
Right. Somebody got the arpeggios going in the chord. Right.
Right. So it's a kind of a cheat, but like it sounds good. If you have if your guitar's well tuned. I don't know if your guitar is fully tuned. I don't know.
Well, I might have to tune this one. Where's my tuner? Let's just see how bad.
Yeah, see if you're tuned. I think you're a little out of tune because it should sound amazing. I think I'm way out of tune.
I was doing something yesterday. I was like, how often do I have to tune? I'm going to tell you,
this is one of the most important things about tuning a guitar is every string should have the same tension. So if you're ever tuning same tension, the difference is in the density of the string. So if you're like tuning a string and it feels like really high tension, you're going like way too high, like you're going an octave too high.
Okay.
And that's when you snap a string. So like that's what you have to be careful of. So like
that's good.
Okay.
That's good. That's good.
Oh yeah.
Hold on.
All right, so take your 2nd and 3rd string.
My D is good. My G is good. My B is wonky.
B is wonky. Yeah, that happens. I think it needs to come up. E.
Wow. Everything's
Okay, good. So just strum it open. It should sound like shit when you strum it open.
okay.
And so if you go second fret on the second and third strings, second fret
on the second and third
second and third strings, and strum only the top three strings. So E's open.
So leave E open.
Yeah, E open, second, third string on the second fret. Boom.
Those three strings. Second fret. Come on, Sean, get it right.
Yeah, you got it. See that? That's an E. That's an E. Now move. You have to put your finger down and go up one fret. Put your finger down on the E string and go up one fret. Yeah, power chord.
Wow.
You can go all the way up.
Wow. Okay. So I can take this.
Yeah, and you can do your major and minor scales and do all those things. That's great. That's great. Learn those. That's great.
And there's so this isn't like a D or an A power chord. I thought all the power chords had a chord note to them. You know what I mean? But this seems like sort of a universal everything, so it doesn't need to be A or anything.
Well, you could drop down a string. Like you could do an A power chord by just doing open second string and then the second fret on the third and fourth strings, and that would be also an A power chord. But you can also do that at the fifth fret because the fifth fret, right, is also.
So this is essentially with an open E. This is essentially an open E power chord.
Yeah, open E. E major. Yeah, E major power chord.
E major, right?
Yeah, E major power chord is open E, second fret on the A string and the D string, right?
Right. So
start down here. Top three.
A power chord.
It would be go to fifth. Yeah, go fifth fret and do fifth fret and then the seventh, and strum those three.
Oh,
that's an A. That's an A power chord. Yeah, that's an A power chord.
Right. All right. Okay.
You can go all the way to the 12th fret.
Power chords to me.
Yeah, do 12th fret, 14th, and that's also an E power chord. It's just way high.
Right. 12, 14. Ooh, that's gonna be good in there.
See?
That is so good.
And so power chords, the thing that's so great about power chords is they're both major and minor chords because they're hitting a pentatonic scale. Right. They're hitting the octave and the fifth, which every scale needs the octave and the fifth. So the power chords are always good. The power chords are always good. If you're like right now, you're ready to play rhythm guitar for your friend's band because you'd be like, okay, E power. You can just rhythm, just ding, 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 ding.
Right. And then you power chord the song. Okay.
Yeah, you can just power chord. Like if you look up the chords and they say, oh, it's E, A, D, and it's all major, E, A, D major, which lots of songs are. You can just play E, A, D major the way I just taught you, and like it'll sound great. Anyone in your backyard will be like, "That sounds amazing." They'll never know you're not playing.
What we're going to be doing. I think we're going to all listen. I think we're going to hop over a bit and work on our pinky strength, and we're going to work on these power chords because this sounds like the keys to the kingdom to me.
Yeah,
if we can just, like you just said, it's not really a cheat or a hack, but man, is it a weapon?
Yeah, go E power chord, which is open E in second.
Right.
Then jump up to A,
which
is fifth fret.
Right.
So fifth fret, 7/7. Now go down one string.
Not all of them, just the top three.
Just the top three. Now go down one string and don't strum the E string. Just do the next three.
Go down one string.
Yeah, and
directly down one string.
Directly down one string. Do 5/7/7. That's E, A, D. Okay. So don't. Yeah.
I went here. No, come on. I went from here.
That's fourth. There it is. That's fifth.
Down one.
Down one string. Go down another string. Just see how that feels. Yes.
Oh wow. So I thought power chords played all the strings. Oh, that's what the power.
No, that's just it. No, what I've learned about guitar is almost no chord plays all six strings because all six strings is almost impossible.
Right.
Power chords are the simplest form, but most chords don't play all strings. Like many like when you play E major, you know E major, which is what the
Yes.
second fret on E, like
Yeah.
the second fret
It's the
on
top
A.
three. Right.
Yeah, and then you
Right.
strum all of them, and then A, you don't strum the E. You go down one string and you just strum all but the E. You don't strum the A. You don't strum
Right.
the E. I mean, you strum A down. So yeah, E major is the same as A major, except for you don't strum the E. Almost all guitar chords don't strum one key or one string or another.
Right.
Yeah, now you get it. Now you get it. And this is what I was like sitting in a
Now I don't
bar
want
one
to go to
Friday.
work.
Yeah, all right. I was sitting in a bar one Friday afternoon. This guy's like, no, it's just the shape. Don't worry about all these books that tell you to play A major this way or A minor
So
that
this
way.
is what they
Like
mean by the C shape, because I was like, what do they
shapes.
mean shape? So the
Well, there's the
shape
C,
stays the same. They literally mean shape.
Well, and then
Right.
you're about to lose your mind. I mean, have you ever seen a capo? You know what a capo is?
Yes. I have
Right.
one
So
on.
right. So like I just taught you like EAD, right? EAD
Right.
by just like go up and go down to the fifth and go down. Well, if you
Right.
don't want EAD, if you want to go up half a step, you just capo at the first fret, and then you play the same shape, but at the sixth,
Right.
like you offset one fret. Yeah.
Right. Wow. This is amazing.
It is great.
Please, I'm about to end it because I have to go to work. But
Yeah,
if
go to
you're
work.
ever around, please come through. Teach all of us. Like I said, the point of this is we're journeyman learners, and it's a 1,000-day
Wow.
journey. We're never going to miss a day.
And I'm a
And you
bass
can see
player,
it.
so
Right. Well, you know music, and it's about music. It's not so much about guitar. We're also going to be teaching ourselves the not tablature, the I keep calling it the manual because it's manual rented on the music sheet, but the notes, the ledger, all of that,
that
G clef, and we're going to teach all
tab.
just so we can come into the game late, but a little stronger, knowing a little music, knowing. So the point of this is you can look back if you show up here in a year. You can look back and go, oh, he got better in like X months. Maybe I can do it, right? So we're trying to
Right.
use me as a lab rat to make way more guitarists. I'm happy to embarrass myself here. Please come through and watch me. And like I said, look at the community of guitarists. You showed up and taught me 4 things, right? 4 things that I'm going to burn my brain on today. I'm going to make sure I have this good and tight by tonight's show. We do 2 a days.
Yeah. And you can look up tabs on Ultimate Guitar Tabs or whatever, and it'll tell you it's EAD or it's this. Right. You're familiar with the circle fifths, or you're not familiar with the circle fifths? Yes.
Yes, I've got the
circle. So the circle fifths. So all the majors you can do the way I just taught you. All the minors too, actually. Every key you see on the circle fifths you can do with power chords. That's the beauty of power chords. They're not major or minor. They're the pentatonic scale that's in the center of all those chords.
Right. Maybe you can help me with this. I'm doing a lot of reading, so I'll have, like you just saw me look at stuff. So I'm like, what does that mean exactly? So a root note. I thought all root notes were on the E string. Then I've read some places. No, the root note is not only on the E string. It's on your pinky, on whatever. Right. But I thought the root note was the deepest note, which is only.
Well, sometimes they're not. First of all, sometimes guitar players are not strumming the E string. So the root note is like an A, and they're playing A open. Right. They're not even strumming the E string, but you could play the root of an A on the E string at the 5th fret, because the 5th fret, of course, is always the next string, except for when you get to the B string, which is a whole nother thing. But so yes, the root note is the deepest note of the chord, but you need to look on your charts when they have a circle like this on the chord chart. That means don't play that string. Don't play that string at all. So what they're saying is the root of an A, they're playing open A without striking the E.
Oh, that little like umlaut next to the note means don't play it.
Well, if it's on the string, it's like, they have the string, they're like 0, 5, 4, 6, 0.
Right.
The 0 means don't play it at all, or they'll sometimes they'll X's. O means open, I guess, and X means don't play. Well, I'll have to look at the fucking tab. It's been a long time. It's been a long time. But the point is, yes, the root is the deepest note you're playing should always be the actual note of the scale. So if they're saying play A minor, the deepest note you should be playing is an A. Right. And if I'm a bass player, I'm looking at you for what you're playing as your lowest string, and I should be able to look at your fretboard and play A. And then when you go to B, I follow your hand and I go to the B.
Okay.
Right.
This is awesome. All right. But we're about to end it.
Go to
Tell us
work.
about your channel, your show. Let
Oh
people know where they
shit.
can find you.
I do
Uh,
I do politics, I do Jackbox games, I do all kinds of dumb shit.
you
Don't
do
worry about
games? I
me.
can't do games on here. I do politics as well.
Oh, Jackbox, yeah. What you need to do to share anything is you get OBS and then you can share your screen. It gets crazy real quick.
You can share your screen. Okay, maybe I'll do that this afternoon. Figure out because I game on Twitch, but I can't game here. But I would love to.
You use OBS on Twitch, right?
I'm sorry.
You
Yes, I
use
use
OBS on Twitch.
yeah.
You can use OBS virtual camera on Haps.
Can you use? So it won't have your picture in the corner. It'll just be the game and your voice.
Whatever your OBS screen you share to Twitch, you can share to Haps.
Really? Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
When you log in, it says like your PC camera, or you can pick your OBS virtual camera.
Okay.
When you go into the studio,
I might actually have a special just to see if I can get that done.
You can definitely do it. It takes a split second. It'll pick your default camera, and you can pick OBS virtual camera, and then you'll be in the same studio you use for Twitch.
Okay, I'm going to do that. We're going to crash this one out. I will be back tonight. You are always welcome here, man. Always super welcome.
Thank you, my brother.
When you stream, you're going to find me in your streams.
Okay.
Well, do you play music or? I mean, it's sort of a.
I don't generally play music on Haps. No, I usually talk or games or whatever.
All right. Well, send me an invite if you politic because I love to talk politics. This is a side thing, so I don't go crazy about politics.
I appreciate that.
Realize I love.
I'm just going to guess you're a liberal Democrat. Am I way off? Thank you. I'm glad for you to confirm that. Thank you.
Yeah.
We'll be cool that way too, man. Thanks. No, I'm glad I could help. But that power cord shit, it's just like, to be honest, it's what everyone uses. Power cords. Yeah. Every guy you've ever seen play, like now that you've learned power chords, you can be like, oh shit. No wonder every guitar player I've seen isn't like totally twisting their hand. It's because most lead guitar players are just playing the power chords, truthfully.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I think we're gonna slide into power chord country because I'm looking at this. It's got all these. Where's that picture? Right. It says 2-string version 3. Okay, here it is. It's got A sharp, B flat power chords. But now that I look at it, it's all the same fingering, like you said.
Exactly.
So I think I made it more complicated in my head.
Yeah, it's just that offset of up 2 frets, 1 string, up 2 frets, 2 strings. And if you slide that around wherever you go on the fretboard, it's going to sound amazing. Anywhere you want to go. Like you can go all the way. And this is where soloists do it. They go way up on the top. And they're like, and they're just playing a power chord. It's just dumb. They're just playing the third. They're playing the fifth in the octave. Like they're crazy, you know?
Right. Well, this is where we end it, man. Thank you.
See ya.
I will be back later tonight. And like I said, I'll be back tomorrow morning and then tomorrow night. And then the day after that in the morning, and the day after that in the night. And if you find yourself going, what's today? It's Tuesday. Didn't we do this last Tuesday? It's not deja vu. It's us learning. We will be here. I hope you will be here. Stop in occasionally if you want to, but I hope you're here every day where we teach ourselves music and learn guitar. We want to thank our special guest, Jeffrey Giggles, who came in, who's our new favorite. You can catch him here on Haps. My YouTube.
Wait until you hear about Open E tuning. It's gonna blow your mind.
Open tuning.
Open E tuning, yeah, it'll blow your mind. Google it while you're at work. Open E tuning.
Well, well, we will be back. We might be back here early to do power chords by like 3.
we might 3 your time.
Thank you, man.
Peace.
Peace. All right, everyone. Like I said, we will see you guys tonight. I hope you have a good day at work. Don't let your boss get to you. Think about the guitar. Think about some music. Think about the people you love. Think about progress. The stuff that makes you crazy, maybe you should think a little less about that or augment it with something else. I'm doing a guitar. Maybe you can do cooking. Maybe you can do Lego building. I don't know. But whatever it is, don't let it get to you because I can feel it. It's eating away at a lot of us. Don't fall for it.
That's right.
Do something else with your energy and your time.
Go take a walk. Turn off the internet and take a walk.
Thank you. Take a walk, clear your head. And if you have to do it every day, make that your smoking, right? Play guitar every day. Make that your habit. So, there are people like me and Jeffrey Giggles, who will help you with your guitar out of the blue. That's the magic of the community I'm finding. And you can find your own community. But I'm for you. If you're happy in the world, then I know that there's one less person I have to be worried about in the world. And same for me, right? So let's all get it. It's 55 minutes in, 20 minutes, give or take, of guitar. We did that, and we had a special guest who taught me something. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I will see you on your channels. Hopefully I get a notification, and you will see me here. Everyone, have a good day, and I will see you in the next one. Oh, let's cut the YouTube off, because Haps has a thing where it doesn't shut YouTube off. You have to do it on YouTube. So if I do it this way, nice. I don't have to go over there. So after that beautiful and lovely speech,
yeah,
we now say goodbye to everybody. You want to say goodbye, Jeffrey? Don't want to quit.
Goodbye.